Welcome, everyone. Today, we embark on a journey that can profoundly change your life. We will learn how to speak English to anyone with unwavering confidence, not with the shadow of fear, the burden of shame, or the tremor of nervousness, but with genuine power, deep belief, and steady progress. Let me assure you, you do not need perfect grammar. You do not need to mimic a native speaker. You do not need to memorize 1,000 rules. What you truly need is courage, consistent practice, and the right method. I understand that feeling. You see someone you wish to speak with at school, work, or a social gathering. You long to say something in English, but your heart races, your mind goes blank, you feel small, and you remain silent. Later, regret gnaws at you, asking, "Why didn't I speak?" You are not alone. Millions of English learners share this experience. They have ideas, thoughts, and a desire to speak, but something holds them back. It is not their mouth, nor their vocabulary. It is confidence. This guide is here to help you finally shatter that fear, to empower you to speak to anyone in English with complete assurance. Even if you are just beginning your English journey, even if shyness holds you, even if past attempts have faltered, this is your new beginning. I promise that by the end, you will feel stronger, clearer, more powerful, and ready to speak with anyone, anywhere, at any time. This is not mere theory or boring rules. This is real training for your mind, your mouth, and your confidence step by step, slowly, clearly, powerfully. Now, let us begin this transformative journey. Step 1. You do not need perfect English, you need brave English. Many believe they will speak English only when they achieve perfection. They think first grammar, then speaking. First accent, then speaking. First fluency, then speaking. This mindset is flawed because that day of perceived perfection may never arrive. Why? Because English is a living language, constantly evolving. Even native speakers make grammar mistakes. Even fluent speakers forget words. Even professionals pause to find the right phrase. If you wait for perfection, you will wait forever. Listen carefully. You do not need perfect English. You need brave English. Get brave English means speaking, even if your sentence is not entirely correct, even if you forget a word, even if you are afraid, even if your accent is different, even if someone laughs. You keep going. You speak even when your hands shake and your voice is soft. Brave English declares, "I know I am not perfect, but I will speak anyway. I will try. I will learn. I will improve." What happens when you begin to speak bravely? Your mind strengthens. Your mouth becomes accustomed to English sounds. Your fear diminishes. Slowly, you begin to speak more fluently. Fluency is not a gift or magic. It is a result of countless small, brave moments every day. Imagine you are in a cafe, wanting to ask, "Is this seat taken?" But fear of a mistake keeps you silent. With brave English, you simply say, "Sorry, can I sit here?" Simple, not perfect, but brave. And the conversation begins. Or perhaps you want to tell your teacher, "I didn't understand the last lesson." But shyness makes you hesitate, wondering, "What if I say it wrong?" Brave English says, "Excuse me, I didn't understand. Can you explain again?" That is not weakness, that is strength. That is growth. Every brave sentence you utter is a step toward fluency. Every small mistake teaches you something invaluable. Every time you open your mouth in English, even imperfectly, you are building your true confidence. Confidence is not inherent. It is built brick by brick, sentence by sentence, mistake by mistake. So, from today, promise yourself, I will not wait for perfection. I will speak now and become better every day. That is brave English. Step 2. Build your English talk muscle with small steps. Consider your body. When you start exercising, can you lift heavy weights on the first day? No. Your muscles are not ready, they feel weak and tire quickly. But with daily, light training, your muscles gradually strengthen, and what once seemed impossible becomes easy. English speaking operates similarly. Your mouth, your tongue, your confidence, and your speaking brain are all like muscles. They all require training. The common error many learners make is neglecting these speaking muscles. They only listen, read, or watch videos. They study silently but do not speak. They do not move their mouths or use their voices. Consequently, their English confidence remains weak. Listen closely if you desire to speak English confidently. You must train your English talk muscle. How? Not with grand speeches or complex lessons, nor by waiting for months, but by engaging in small actions daily. Let me illustrate. If you speak just one sentence aloud every day, your talk muscle begins to grow. If you repeat a simple phrase like, "How are you?" 5 times a day, your talk muscle strengthens. If you speak one line in the mirror each morning, your talk muscle gains confidence. These may seem like tiny steps, but each one builds strength. You do not become strong in a single day. You become strong by showing up every day. Here are small, actionable steps to train your English talk muscle. Wake up and declare, "Today I will speak without fear." While brushing your teeth, say, "I love learning English." During breakfast, describe your food, "I'm eating bread and fruit." Before sleep, affirm, "I learned one new thing today." Look in the mirror and practice. "Hello, how are you? I'm learning English." Each sentence you speak aloud is an English push-up. Each repetition fortifies your speaking muscle, and over time, that strength transforms into confidence. If you do not speak, your muscle remains underdeveloped. If you speak daily, even for just 1 minute, your muscle begins to grow. Remember this always: you cannot study your way to confidence. You must train your way to confidence. And training happens through small, simple steps. So stop waiting. Start speaking. Today, say 1 sentence. Tomorrow, say 2. Next week, speak for a full minute. Soon, you will astonish yourself. This is how real English speakers are born. This is how shy individuals become confident. This is how you build your English talk muscle. Step 3, memorize 5 safe, easy sentences for every situation. This is one of the most effective techniques for English learners who experience nervousness, shyness, or confusion about what to say. Most people feel intimidated in conversation because they do not know what to say. Their mind goes blank. They search for words, try to translate, panic, and then fall silent. But what if you already had the sentence ready in your mind? What if you did not have to invent new words every time? What if, instead of fear, you felt prepared? That is the power of memorizing 5 safe, easy English sentences. let us explore this slowly. Think of these sentences as your essential tools. A carpenter does not craft a new hammer for every task. He uses his existing tools, becoming fast and confident. Similarly, you need ready-made English tools in your brain. You do not need 500 fancy words. You need 5 strong sentences that are practical in real life. These are called safe sentences because they are simple, useful, and applicable in many situations. You can utter them confidently, protecting yourself from fear and silence. Allow me to provide 5 powerful example sentences. 1. Hi, I'm learning English. Can I talk with you for a minute? 2. Sorry, I didn't understand. Can you repeat that? 3. That sounds interesting. Tell me more. 4. I'm not perfect in English, but I really want to improve. 5. Thank you. I appreciate your help. Now, imagine this. You practice these 5 sentences daily. You say them in the mirror. You say them while walking. You say them aloud when no one is watching. You record yourself saying them repeatedly. You write them down. You repeat them until they feel utterly natural. Soon, these sentences become a part of you. When the moment arrives, when you are face to face with someone and your brain feels fear, your mouth still moves because the sentence is already ingrained within you. That is true power. That is true preparation. It is far better to have 5 strong sentences you can speak at any time than to study 500 grammar rules and say nothing. These sentences become your anchor. They provide you with something to say in challenging moments. They give your brain a pause. They give your mouth practice. They provide your confidence with protection. Once you master 5 safe sentences, you can add 5 more next week, and then 5 more after that. Very soon, you will possess a collection of confidence, a collection of speaking power. This is how you grow slowly, steadily, safely. So, your mission now is clear. 1. Write down 5 safe, easy sentences relevant to your daily life. 2. Memorize them like songs. 3. Practice them every day aloud. 4. Use them whenever an opportunity arises. This is how you prepare for real conversations. This is how you stop freezing when it is time to talk. This is how you evolve into the English speaker you aspire to be. Step 4. Practice shadowing. Train your mouth like an actor. If you are unfamiliar with this technique, do not worry. I will explain everything clearly, slowly, and thoroughly so you understand precisely what to do. Shadowing means you listen to a native English speaker and then copy them. Not silently, not in your mind, but aloud, with your voice, your mouth, your energy. You do not wait. You do not overthink. You do not translate. You listen, and then you speak exactly as they speak. Here is how to practice shadowing step by step. 1. Choose a short video or audio, 30 seconds to 1 minute in length. Ensure the speaker is clear and natural. You can use English movie clips, podcasts, speeches, or YouTube videos. 2. Play the first sentence and listen carefully. Do not speak yet. Just focus on the sound, tone, and rhythm. 3. Now pause the video and repeat the same sentence aloud. Try to imitate the voice exactly. The same words, same speed, same emotion. 4. Repeat the same sentence 2 or 3 times until your mouth feels more comfortable. 5. Move to the next sentence and follow the same process. 6. After completing the entire video, go back and try speaking along with the speaker without pausing. You are now shadowing like a professional. Why is shadowing effective? Most learners neglect to train their mouths. They study grammar, memorize vocabulary, read books, and listen to English, but they do not speak enough. They do not move their mouths enough. Consequently, their mouths are unprepared for real conversation. However, when you shadow, you train your mouth and your brain simultaneously. You learn pronunciation, sentence rhythm, voice control, and how native speakers sound. Your brain naturally begins to mimic that sound. Consider how actors prepare for a role. They copy lines, repeat them, infuse emotion, and practice speaking in front of a mirror. When you shadow, you become an English-speaking actor, and your performance becomes real. You do not have to speak perfectly. You just have to speak consistently. Here is a powerful daily shadowing routine. Choose 1 minute of a video. Repeat each sentence 3 times. Practice for just 5 to 10 minutes. Do it every single day, without fail. After 1 week, you will notice the difference. After 1 month, your mouth will feel faster, clearer, stronger. After 3 months, you will sound more natural, more fluent, more confident. Shadowing is not magic, it is daily mouth training. And daily training builds mastery. Even if you are shy, even if you lack a conversation partner, even if you are still a beginner, shadowing grants you the power to speak. This is one of the most effective ways to build your English voice. Step 5. Talk to yourself in English every day. This step involves utilizing the one person who is always with you yourself. Yes, talking to yourself will accelerate your English progress faster than you might expect. Listen carefully. Many believe they can only speak English when someone else is present. They think, I have no partner. I have no one to talk to. I am always alone. So they wait and wait and wait, and in that waiting, they forget to speak. But the truth is, the best practice partner is always available to you. You can start right now, wherever you are. This is not silly or strange. It is smart, serious, and real training. Let me explain how to do it. Begin your morning with 1 English sentence. Upon waking, say something like, "Today I will speak English with courage," or "I'm getting better every day. Mistakes are my teachers." Describe what you are doing. As you go through your day, vocalize your actions. For example, I'm brushing my teeth. I'm making tea. I'm going to work. I'm tired, but I want to keep learning. Ask yourself questions and answer them. Engage in simple conversations. How do I feel today? I feel happy. I studied well. What did I do yesterday? I watched an English video. What will I eat? I will eat rice and vegetables. Use a mirror. Look into your own eyes and speak. This builds confidence. It may feel awkward initially, but it quickly becomes powerful. You learn to trust your own voice. Before sleep, review your day in English. Lie in bed and say, "Today I spoke English 3 times. I learned 1 new sentence. Tomorrow I will speak more." Why does talking to yourself work? There is no pressure. There is no fear of judgment. There is no mistake that will embarrass you. You create a safe space for English to flourish. Most importantly, you are cultivating the habit of thinking in English. When you talk to yourself in English daily, something profound occurs. Your brain stops translating. Your thoughts begin to form directly in English, and your words flow more naturally. Confidence does not appear when someone else speaks. Confidence arises when you use your own voice repeatedly. So, starting today, speak to yourself, even for 2 minutes. Even if it is just one sentence, even if your grammar is imperfect. Because every time you do this, you are building fluency. You are building power. You are building trust with your own voice. And the next time someone speaks to you, you will not freeze. You will not panic because your mouth and mind are already trained. So, repeat this daily. I am not waiting for someone to speak English with me. I am speaking with myself, and that is enough to grow. Step 6, ask simple questions and listen more. Many believe that to be a confident English speaker, you must speak extensively. They think if you do not talk for 10 minutes or narrate a long story, you are not good at English. This is untrue. Speaking confidently does not mean speaking more. It means speaking wisely. And one of the smartest ways to become confident in English is by asking simple questions and listening carefully. When you ask a question, you accomplish 4 important things simultaneously. 1, you initiate the conversation without pressure. 2, you give the other person an opportunity to speak so you do not bear the entire conversational burden. 3, you demonstrate confidence because only confident individuals are curious and brave enough to ask questions. 4, you learn by listening to the words, accent, and answers of your conversation partner. So, instead of thinking, what should I say now? What if I make a mistake? How can I speak more? You should start thinking, what can I ask? How can I learn something interesting about this person? What simple sentence can I use to continue the conversation? This mindset alleviates pressure. You do not need to speak for 5 minutes. You just need to ask one small question and allow the conversation to develop. These questions are easy, safe, and practical in real life. You can use them anywhere in school, college, work, meetings, public places, interviews, or when talking to a stranger. For example, where are you from? Do you like this place? What do you do in your free time? How was your weekend? What kind of music do you enjoy? Do you watch movies? What's your favorite one? Have you always lived here? What's your favorite food? Have you been to this place before? These questions are not complicated or confusing. They are simple, and that is why they work. They open the door to further conversation. Once the person replies, you can keep the dialogue flowing by saying, "Oh, really? That's interesting. Wow, tell me more about that. I've never tried that before. I agree with you. That sounds fun." All these sentences are safe, respectful, and easy to remember. Now, let us discuss why listening is also a sign of confidence. When someone is speaking and you listen with full attention, you project strength. You show respect. You demonstrate comfort, indicating you do not need to control every aspect. Most nervous learners speak too fast. They try to say everything quickly. They interrupt. They do not listen because they are afraid. But confident people listen calmly. They are not afraid of silence. They allow the other person to express themselves. And when it is their turn, they speak clearly and serenely. So, if you wish to be confident, learn to relish listening. Listen to their answers. Observe their body language. Learn from their sentence structure. Note the words they employ, because every conversation is a free English lesson. If you listen with your full attention, do not worry about speaking at length. Ask short, friendly questions. Let the other person talk. Listen fully. Then reply with calm, kind, simple answers. Asking is power. Listening is confidence. Step 7. Confidence lives in your body first. When you feel anxious about speaking English, what happens to your body? Your heart beats faster. Your shoulders tense. You avoid eye contact. Your throat dries. Your hands feel cold. You look down. Your breathing quickens. You feel uncomfortable and your voice becomes small or shaky. This is your body reacting to fear. This is not about grammar or vocabulary. It is about your physical state. Listen carefully. Your body controls your voice. Your body controls your breath. Your body controls your confidence. And your body transmits messages to your brain every second. If your body is tense, nervous, and closed, your brain receives the message. We are in danger. Do not speak. But if your body is open, calm, and strong, your brain receives a different message. Why are safe? We can speak clearly. This is a crucial insight. You cannot speak English confidently if your body is gripped by fear. Therefore, before you speak, you must prepare your body. How to prepare your body for confident English speaking. 1. Breathe deeply and slowly. Take 3 slow breaths. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. This will calm your nervous system and make you feel safer. 2. Stand or sit with a straight back. Do not slouch. Do not look down. Lift your chin slightly. Sit tall. Your posture profoundly affects your energy. 3. Relax your shoulders. When fear strikes, your shoulders tighten. Drop them down. Shake them gently. Release that tension. 4. Smile. Even a small, genuine smile alters the signals in your brain. It reduces fear and fosters trust. Even if you do not feel happy, smiling helps you feel more open. 5. Look at the person, not the ground. Eye contact builds connection, even if only for a second. Practice it. Look at the person when you speak. It builds trust and demonstrates strength. 6. Use your hands when you talk. Do not keep your arms frozen. Move your hands slowly. Allow your body to support your voice. This will help you feel more natural. 7. Slow down your voice. When you speak slowly, you feel more in control. Do not rush. Do not fight the silence. Speak slowly, clearly, and with intention. Why this works? Because your body and your brain are in constant communication. If your body is tense, your brain panics. If your body is calm, your brain signals, "What can speak now?" It is that simple. So, next time, before you enter a classroom, a meeting, or any situation requiring English speech, do not focus solely on words. Focus on your body first. Take a breath. Correct your posture. Relax your face. Let your voice emerge naturally. This is how you transform fear into confidence with your body. English is not only in the mouth. It begins in your breath. It grows in your posture. It lives in your body. If you wish to speak powerfully, you must feel powerful, and you must allow your body to support you. Step 8. Fail on purpose. Get rejected. Keep going. If you truly desire to become confident in English, to speak without fear, to stop feeling nervous when someone greets you in English, then you must grasp this powerful truth. You must fail on purpose. Yes, you read that correctly. You must confront failure. You must speak when you are scared. You must make mistakes and still continue speaking. You must walk directly into the fear and emerge stronger. Why? Because failure is not the enemy, the fear of failure is. Most English learners cease speaking when someone laughs at their grammar, when they forget a word, when someone replies too quickly and they do not understand. They feel embarrassed. They believe they sound foolish. Their accent is not perfect. And so, they stop speaking. They avoid conversations. They remain silent. And silence becomes their habit. But if you seek confidence, you must break this pattern. You must do something different. You must look fear in the face and speak anyway. That is why I say fail on purpose. This means you must go and talk to people even when you know you might make a mistake, even when you know they may not understand you, even when your voice is shaking, even when you are not fully ready. You do it anyway. This is how brave individuals grow. This is how muscles of courage are built. When you speak and fail, you learn something. When you speak and forget a word, you remember it better next time. When you speak and encounter rejection, your heart strengthens. When you speak and someone ignores you, your resilience grows. When you speak and survive the embarrassment, your brain becomes fearless. This is how true confidence is born, not from avoiding failure, but from repeatedly walking through it. Consider this every confident person you observe today. The teacher, the speaker, the actor, the YouTuber, the entrepreneur. They were all once beginners. They all made mistakes. They all said awkward things. They were all laughed at. They were all scared. They all wanted to quit. But they did not stop. They kept speaking. They kept failing. They kept learning. And one day, confidence became their second nature. That can be you too, but only if you are prepared to walk through the fire of fear. Go talk to one stranger in English this week. Ask one question in public, even if your voice trembles. Say one English sentence at work or school, even if your accent is different. Make one mistake and smile. Survive one awkward moment and repeat it tomorrow. Because every time you do this, you strip fear of its power. You stop being afraid of English. And you become someone who can speak freely, bravely, and confidently. You do not become fearless by avoiding fear. You become fearless by walking through it again and again until it stops controlling you. This is the truth. This is the path. This is step 8. Step 9, visualize before the conversation. This technique is employed by world-class athletes, public speakers, stage performers, actors, and successful individuals in every field. Yet, very few English learners utilize it. Consequently, most learners feel lost during real conversations. This technique is called visualization. Visualization means you close your eyes and imagine yourself speaking English successfully before the actual situation occurs. You mentally navigate the entire conversation as if it is already happening. You see it, you feel it, you live it within your mind before it manifests in the real world. Suppose tomorrow you are to meet someone new at work. You feel nervous. You are unsure what to say. You worry your English will not be adequate. Most people in this scenario dwell on everything that could go wrong. What if I forget words? What if they speak too fast? What if I look stupid? This generates anxiety, and that anxiety stifles your voice. But if you practice visualization, here is what you do instead. You close your eyes. You take a deep breath. You vividly imagine the moment. You walk up to the person. You smile. You say, "Hi, hi, your name. Nice to meet you." You feel calm. You ask a simple question, "Where are you from?" The person replies with a smile. You listen. You nod. You respond, "That's interesting." You speak slowly, clearly, calmly. You feel relaxed and natural. You conclude the conversation by saying, "Nice talking to you." You perform this in your mind slowly, clearly, repeatedly. You envision yourself as the confident version of you. The most crucial aspect is that your brain does not differentiate between real and imagined experiences. When you visualize something deeply, your brain believes it has already happened. So, when the actual moment arrives, your brain signals, "Oh, we have done this before. We know how this works. Let's speak." You do not freeze. You do not panic. Because your brain feels prepared. And when your brain is prepared, your voice becomes free. This is what elite athletes do before major matches. They see themselves scoring. They feel the moment. And when the match begins, they perform with composure. You can apply the same method for English. Before any English speaking situation, close your eyes. Imagine the room, the person, the moment. Imagine yourself speaking clearly and confidently. Feel it. Believe it. Repeat it 2 or 3 times. Then go and live it in real life. Start with small things. Visualize asking for directions. Visualize ordering food. Visualize introducing yourself. Visualize talking to a stranger. You will be astonished at how much more confident you feel even before you speak, because you trained your mind first. Confidence begins in the mind before it manifests in the mouth. Visualization is like mental practice. It makes you stronger, calmer, more focused. It is not fantasy. It is not mere imagination. It is preparation. It is rehearsal. It is mindset training. The most powerful speakers in the world use it. Now, it is your turn. Step 10, speak English every single day, no matter what. Many learners pose this question. How can I speak English fluently? How can I stop feeling nervous when I speak? How can I become confident like other people? How can I improve faster? And the answer is invariably the same. You must speak English every single day, no matter what. Let me reiterate, you must speak English every single day, no matter what. Not once a week. Not only during class. Not only when you feel ready. Not only when someone asks you something. Every single day, regardless of how you feel, because daily speaking is the only true path to building speaking confidence. If you aspire to excel at speaking, then you must speak. Not just listen, not just read, not just contemplate speaking. You must actively move your mouth. Use your voice. Utter the words aloud every day. This is how we master every skill in life. If you wish to learn to swim, you enter the water every day. If you wish to learn to drive, you touch the steering wheel every day. If you wish to learn to play the guitar, you move your fingers every day. And if you wish to learn to speak English confidently, you must speak every single day. Even 1 minute suffices. Even one sentence suffices. Even a brief, simple self-talk in the mirror suffices. But the essence is consistency, repetition, discipline, no excuses, no breaks, no waiting, no skipping. Because when you do something every day, it becomes part of your identity. And when something becomes your identity, you cease to struggle. Consider this. Do you struggle to brush your teeth? No, you do it every day, even if you are tired, late, or stressed. Why? Because it is part of who you are. That is the level you must reach with English speaking. It must become an integral part of your daily life, not just your study routine, your life. Speak when you wake up. Speak when you are walking alone. Speak when you are thinking. Speak when you are tired. Speak even when you do not want to. Because every day you speak, your fear diminishes. Your voice strengthens. Your grammar becomes more natural. Your brain accelerates. And your confidence becomes unbreakable. But if you stop, even for 1 week, you lose your flow. You lose your momentum. You revert to overthinking. You revert to translating, and fear returns. Confidence is not built by grand actions performed once. It is built by small actions repeated every single day. Here is how you can speak every day, even if you are alone. Talk to yourself in the mirror for 2 minutes. Describe what you are doing. I'm drinking water. I'm writing a message. Record a 30-second voice message on your phone. Read 3 English sentences aloud from a book or article. Watch a short English video and repeat the sentences aloud. Join an English WhatsApp or Telegram group and type 1 voice message a day. Talk to a friend who is also learning. Teach one thing you learned, even if it is to your pet or a wall. All of these count. What matters is that you are using your voice in English every single day. No matter what, no matter how busy you are, no matter how scared you feel, no matter how many mistakes you make, because the learners who speak daily become speakers. The learners who wait for perfection remain silent forever. So remember this: always speaking English daily is not a tip. It is not a secret. It is not optional. It is the rule. It is the way. It is the solution. Now, let me speak to you not as a teacher, but as a friend, as someone who genuinely desires for you to become everything you can be, as someone who understands the feeling of fear, of feeling small, of staying silent, of watching others speak with confidence while you hide in the background. I know that pain. I know that feeling. And I also know that you no longer wish to feel that way, because deep inside you, there is a dream. You want to speak freely. You want to express your ideas. You want to stand tall. You want people to respect you. You want to demonstrate to the world that you are not weak, that you are not unintelligent, that you are not silent. You want to reveal to the world who you truly are, and English is the key, not just for school, not just for a job, but for your voice, for your power, for your future. Because when you speak English with confidence, you meet new people, you learn new things, you secure better jobs, you earn more money, you connect with the world, you expand your mind, you enrich your life. But most importantly, you feel free. You feel proud. You feel alive. And that is what I desire for you. Remember, no one else can accomplish this for you. Not your teacher, not your parents, not your friends, not even me. Only you can do it. Only you can decide that you will no longer live in fear, that you will no longer wait, that you will no longer remain silent while others speak. Because the only way to speak English with confidence is to speak every day. Even when it is difficult, even when you make mistakes, even when you feel insignificant, even when no one understands you, you speak anyway. You speak with a trembling voice. You speak with imperfect grammar. You speak with limited vocabulary. You speak with doubt in your heart, but courage in your mouth. And over time, you become unstoppable. Not because your English is perfect, but because your spirit is strong, and that is what people respect. Not perfect grammar, but brave communication. Not elaborate words, but honest words. Not a native accent, but real connection. So, here is my final message to you. Do not wait for permission. Do not wait to feel ready. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Start now, speak now, fail now, grow now. Become who you were destined to be. Let the world hear your voice. Let the world feel your energy. Let the world see your courage. And one day, not far from now, someone will listen to you speak. And they will say, I want to speak like that one day. And you will smile because you will remember this video. You will remember this moment. You will remember the day you decided to stop being afraid and start becoming powerful. Your future begins now. Speak English every day. Speak with confidence and never, ever stop. You are ready. This is your time. If this video helped you feel more confident in English, subscribe to this channel. New videos like this will help you speak English with confidence step by step.